Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Sports Corner PH. We are happy and honored to have the youngest member of the Philippine climbing team at the age of 11, ika nga, all the way from California in Oakland. At a very young age, she impresses herself with multiple awards and recognitions from different climbing competitions in the US and even abroad. Let me welcome and to introduce to our viewers Miss Praj Dela Cruz. Hi, Praj. Good afternoon and good evening there in the US.
Hello, good afternoon. How are you doing?
And hope we are doing. I'm doing fine right now, and we're doing good in reporting some news, including you, because we featured you several times on our page, Sports Corner PH. And thank you so much for accepting the invite to be with us in this interview. But as usual, as I asked this to other guests in my program, kamusta na kayo? How things going on your end, and how's the competition right now?
It's really exciting. I get to hop from places and, for example, to Arizona or Utah or even the Philippines. And it's really exciting because you get to meet new climbers who are really welcoming. And I feel like the sport is just really a kind community for me. So, in my end, it's doing really well.
Just a clarification, Praj. So your parents are actually migrated in the US, di ba? When you are born, di ba? And they were from Cagayan and Quezon City, di ba?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, and like any athletes, as we said, you may start young in your chosen field of sports. You may start them early at a very young age. But what about on your case? You started at the age of 7. Tell us more on how do you start pursuing your climbing career? What were the other sports that you tried? And I heard you started doing adventure with your family at the age of 2 months old, di ba?
That is correct. At the age of 2 months old, I would always like take on big mountains with my parents. And of course, they'll help me, but it was really exciting. And when I turned to the age of 7, I was doing a lot of sports. I just quitted ballet like 2 years before I turned 7. So when I was exactly the point I turned 7, on my 7th birthday, I realized I wanted to do rock climbing. And that's basically where it entirely started. And I moved on from there, and it was really a game changer. It was really exciting. But then I did basketball and then so many sports to come, and I'm really excited to try all of them.
So your first sport before doing climbing it was ballet. And what was the inspiration to do climbing?
The inspiration to doing climbing was actually my parents were rock climbers, so I kind of inherited it from them. And I just saw them watching like the Asian Cup and the World Cup for rock climbing. And I looked at the TV and I was like, those people are people that I would look up to because they are amazing and they really inspire me. And I thought, I have to try that because I hope I can inspire others too.
Okay, so Praj, take us back to your first ever competition in climbing. How was the feeling to compete for the very first time in your age group and gain some experiences, some trials, and of course your passion to improve on in the next meets?
The first time I ever like had a competition was, I believe, in ACG, a gym that is located here in California. And I was really nervous that day because I was really new to the sport. So I was nervous, but looking at the wall, and I tried to imagine that nobody was there and it was like a normal climbing day. And after that competition, I thought, you know what? This is probably what I can move on with. I could do more competitions and have more fun and talk to a lot of strong people and a lot of people that inspire me. So basically, it was just a game changer.
Okay, from ballet, you have been transitioned full time into climbing. So, and you're also pursuing also the ninja of OCR. So, how challenging or versatile it was to continue to train hard and to push yourself the limits more physically and mentally. And describe to us what is your actual training program of you conditioning wise and the feeling to have set some goals there while practicing climbing and OCR?
Um, Basically, how my training day works in a week would be I would have on Mondays, I would have Ninja Warrior and rock climbing. And then on Tuesdays, we would have conditioning, which is weight workout. And then on Wednesdays, we have ninja and rock climbing. Thursdays, weight training. Fridays are rest days so that I can get myself ready. And I have to eat proper food and get hydrated because those are important things to do sports. And it was during the week we would try to watch as many climbing videos or videos that would be related to the sport I would be doing at that time.
Speaking of videos, could you share to us what was your learnings on the top climbers there in the US, from your top climbers in the US that you have worked there?
Um, sorry, but sorry. um, hmm. Let's see. It was the people that I worked with in the USA were people that you might probably might not know of, but there was people that I saw growing up that were Ashima, Brooke Ravitu, and Natalie Grossman. All three of those climbers are women who are powerful and have strong voices. And I thought that them applying to rock climbing made it just more inspiring. And that's kind of how I looked up to people like that. And that's how I kind of like started that. And I work with some strong climbers like them too. We'll go outdoors, rock climb, and feel the texture of the rough rock. So that's how I would like to communicate with them.
Okay, what was your favorite moves, techniques, or skill sets in ninja and even in climbing that you love most?
I love the dynamic movements. I love how you would push yourself off of the wall and grab the next hold or lache from a bar to another bar. And being dynamic kind of felt like you were one with the air, like you were just going swift and fast. And it just gave me a lot of Jillian. Oh my god, I think it gave me like a lot of happiness and joy being fast and smooth like that.
And how delighted are you, Praj, to have a unique support system like your parents guiding you, and of course the coaches who have mentored you in your climbing journey.
My parents were really supportful, and I feel like supportive, and I feel like they always help me, and I feel really comfortable with that because even though I might have a new idea to try, they'll be always there to support me no matter what. And they'll always, drive me wherever, do anything for me. There will be like the people cheering in the background, but they're much more than that. And my rock climbing coaches or any type of coach that I have, they would help me get stronger. And having all of those components together really made me excited because it felt like I had a soft padding to fall on just in case.
So you have mastered three components of sports climbing, which is rock climbing or mountain climbing, which is actually your parents' first favorite sport. Even wall climbing and bouldering, Praj. And I think you also have plans to compete soon in ninja. And what was your forte or advantages in playing those disciplines in climbing and even in OCR?
I feel like how I can push forward with ninja and applying my rock climbing skills into those competitive sports in ninja is that there could be, for example, rock climbing. It would have static movements, just like how Ninja Warrior would probably have some static um obstacle courses, balance obstacles, and how rock climbing will also have that dynamic piece. So if I apply both dynamic and static into ninja, it would make it really easier because it has the same grit, it just has the exact same feel to it. And like I said, it has a good community like both sports. So I think that applying my skills in rock climbing to ninja would really help a lot.
Okay, take us back and share some experiences from the recent meets. It's time to tell your thoughts on your performance there that landed sa podium finishes. Because sinabi natin, ikaw yung lakas, pinaka-strongest na climber in your area, in particular in California, and you have managed to win some medals there in different climbing competitions that these days. Can you share us your thoughts on your performances?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Can you share to us what was your thoughts on your recent performances that have landed some medal finishes there?
Um, Honestly, I feel very uplifted. I feel very heartwarming because it just being on the podium and standing in front of everybody kind of makes me feel nervous, but knowing that I tried hard and put effort into standing on that podium made me feel really happy and joyful. So, knowing that even though, other people are training hard just like me, it's kind of a little bit nerve-wracking because you still have to keep up with those people. And even though, yes, I have a lot of medals, I still can't just say, oh, I want a medal, that's it. I still have to keep on going. So that's what I'll always strive for, to be better.
Okay, could you share to us the recent achievements you have done these past weeks and even this month?
One of the achievements that I made, I think 2 weeks ago, was I went to Arizona for a competition, and it was a very interesting, it was a boulder competition for rock climbing. And when I arrived at Arizona, it was really fun. So we did some climbs there. I got first place. And then a few months back, we did the Californian State Games where I got second place. And we'll be soon going to India for the Asian Cup. So I'm really waiting for that, and I'm gonna get super excited for that.
Okay, did you also get the chance to meet your ates and kuyas from the national team of climbing and even OCR? And they were getting the chance to play with you because last July, if I could remember, Kaisen de la Sena and some teammates in Ninja have been visited you to train there for, of course, there's a competition there in the US.
Yes, I actually met some of them. They are really supportive and fun to be around with. Their energy is like, it's over the roof, and being with them is super exciting. They came over here in Colorado to train with, and we were training together on Ninja, and it was really fun going on the obstacles with them, and just talking to them and having so much fun with them.
And I heard that you return to the country as well to do some climbing exhibitions and of course reconnecting with your relatives as well last this year alone.
Yes, I came to the Philippines recently for the ALE competition. I also was able to meet with my grandparents and grandma and grandpas, and it was it was really exciting because um I was able to meet my grandparents, which I haven't seen in 8 years, and I was able to go to the Ale competition and compete with adults, and it was an interesting competition because it was my first time competing with adults and rather even in the Philippines. So competing with some strong climbers over there was really fun, and I think that was amazing.
Okay, while also gearing up for the competitions, including the Asia Cup, did you also take time to do some academic works as well?
Yes, I try to balance my academic study with my sports because I know that if I have to fly or travel somewhere, I need to make sure my grades are caught up with me so that I would always be one step ahead and I don't have to worry about my sports and my academics. So we try to balance that out. And good thing my school doesn't have any homework. So that made life really easier for us.
Let's talk about the upcoming plans for Praj. So, what's in store for you the next year? You've been busy preparing for those competitions, including the Asia Cup, as you mentioned in India, and it would be exciting to see a Filipina trying to get a medal. And what were the competitions that have lined up for you before the Asian Cup?
Honestly, I don't think there's actually one more competition before the Asian Cup, and it's actually gonna happen this Saturday. It's in a gym called Mesarim in California. It's competing for bouldering, and I'm gonna be up against kids my age for that division. And then after that competition, we're doing flying out to India to do the Asian Cup.
But your lifelong dream for you nga pala is to pursue Olympics, di ba? Kasi I heard the in the Olympics, sport climbing has made a debut soon.
Sorry for um yes, I'm really excited for the Olympics. I'm trying to train on it more because I know that the Olympics is going to happen every 4 years, which means I need to get my A game on because I know that people can be stronger than me and I need to be ready to make sure that I can be on top of that. And when it hits Olympics, I'm ready to show them what the Philippines is here for and to show them, hey, the Philippines can be great people, even in rock climbing. So that is my goal, to show and represent for my country. And that's why I'm doing this.
Last two questions before we wrap up. How thrilled it was to have gained some support from your relatives in the US and even the Philippines and even in social media because some sports fans have positive comments on you that there's a Filipino who is making waves in the sport of climbing.
Um, it's a little bit in the middle because I don't want to let them down because there are people who are supporting me so much and there are people who want me to succeed and I just don't want to fail them. But in the same time, I know that knowing this, I could also show them the opposite and show them that maybe I can be greater than I am right now. And having their support along with me and so other people makes it really helpful and um I actually am really grateful for that because people acknowledge me as a rock climber and it helps me so much to get to my goals and I'm really grateful for that.
And what will be your piece of advice to the young generation of athletes to love and care for your sport? Because we have so much talented kids that we could gain momentum, and maybe one day they will be a world champion someday.
I just want them to pursue their dream. I don't really want them to care, like, don't care about anybody that says, oh, you're not strong enough, you can't do it. Because that's not true. You could show them the complete opposite. You could show them that I'm here for a reason and I'm here to represent my country and I'm here to represent anything. So it's really up to them to show what they're made of. And of course they will, because that's the next generation. And I feel like the next generation has so much stronger people, and it will start off as all the kids. All the kids will just come together and be strong. And that's what I really want.
Okay, it's an interesting discussion with the young climbing wonder Praj Dela Cruz, and we do hope to have another interview with you in the coming days as you have been preparing for the Asia Cup. So before you say your parting words, let us do our thumbs up and smile for our for our picture. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Praj, it's your turn to have some time to do your closing shots, your Thanksgiving message, because you have spent the Thanksgiving holiday in the US. You have some appreciation words to do for your supporters as well. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for everybody that's been supporting me, even though it just, it means a lot to me. So seeing you watching this and taking your time to do this with me is really fantastic. So thank you for coming along and joining the ride with me. And thank you for even you having me.
By the way, can you also promote your Facebook page or Instagram also, so many will follow your climbing journey and even OCR journey as well?
Okay, my Instagram page is Praj_Matic, and then my Facebook page is Prajmatic.
Okay, so I wish you all the best, and we do hope for more achievements to come and triumphs along the way. Good luck sa Asian Cup, and of course, study hard, train hard, improve, and be better in your craft. So hope you have a good night's sleep there, and continue to make us proud, Filipinos, in your chosen sports. Bye! Thank you so much. Ingat po.
Thank you so much.
Salamat po.